What's going on? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be calculating our macros either for a recomposition, so building fat and losing muscle at the same time, or a lean bulk. So stay tuned. First thing we need to find out is our Tdee, which stands for total daily energy expenditure, or just your maintenance calories. So the number of calories you need to just maintain the weight that you're currently at. Now there's several ways you can find this out. There's a couple of equations to calculate your BMR, which actually stands for basal metabolic rate, and that is the number of calories that you need to intake to basically, for your body to survive, for your body to function properly without doing any activity. So once you get that, then you can use another equation to find your Tdee because it takes into account your activity level and several other variables. But it's not that complicated. All you need to do is either on your phone or on the computer, go to Google and type in Tdee calculator. You'll just click on one of the first links that pops up, and it doesn't really matter which one you click on. They'll all give you pretty close to the same number, but they take into account variables such as your age, your height, your weight, your activity level, and if you know your body fat percentage, it's not required, but that'll definitely help it to be more accurate. And then it will give you your maintenance calories. For myself, it's approximately 2,950 calories per day, so that's what I need to maintain the weight that I'm currently at. Now, for the next step, it's going to depend on your goals. If you're someone that's leaner, you're 10 to 13% body fat already, and you're wanting to do more of a lean bulk and gain some weight, just try to be conservative with the weight that you're gaining so that you minimize how much fat you're putting on. All you're going to do is add on, 200 to 300 calories, about 300 calories on top of your maintenance calories. So for me, if that's what I was wanting to do, I would just take 2,950 and add 300, and then write that down because we'll need that in the next step to actually find our macros, our protein, fat, and carbohydrates. But if you're not doing a lean bulk and you're doing more of a recomposition where you want to stay the same weight and you're just trying to lose fat and build muscle and try to just stay the weight that you're currently at, then you're just going to use your maintenance calories to find out your macros, which for me would be 2,950. And the last other option would be if you're someone that wants to do a recomposition but also lose a little bit of weight very slowly at the same time, you'll probably take off to around 200 calories off of your maintenance calories, which would bring you down to about, if it was using me as an example, it would put me at 2,750 calories for my total calories for the day, which we'll talk about in the next step, how to find our macros. I'm in here whipping up some ground turkey, but once we have our total number of calories for myself, what I did, I'm gonna be doing more of a lean bulk / recomposition. So I'm gonna be in a slight caloric surplus, and the reason this is, I need to lose some fat and I'm still wanting to put on muscle. And I know since I've been very slack with the gym, I've been very slack the past couple of months with my diet and nutrition, like I said in a couple videos ago. And that being said, I know my body's going to change very quickly, even though I'm still going to be able to lose fat even though I'm in a caloric surplus. So I set my total number of calories at 3,100, which is 150 calories over my maintenance. And now it's time for us to find out what our protein should be every day. So protein's pretty simple. A good rule of thumb to do is just 1 gram per pound body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, just do 200 grams of protein. Pretty simple. You can do 0.8 grams per pound body weight and you'll be fine. For myself, you can go a little bit higher, and that's what I'm gonna do. It's not gonna hurt anything, and if anything, it might help a little bit. So I'm gonna do 225 grams of protein every day. So once you get that number, we gotta do a little bit of math, and all you gotta do is multiply that number times 4, and the reason being, 1 gram of protein has 4 calories in it. You don't really need to know that, but that's why we're gonna multiply it times 4. So take 225 for myself, multiply it times 4. That gives us 900 calories that we will be eating every day from our protein. And you need to just jot that number down along with the total number of protein in grams that you'll be getting. So write down for myself 225 grams and 900 calories, because we'll need that here in 1 second. I'm actually gonna add 2 eggs to my ground turkey just to add a little bit of fat. I need to get in a little more fats. Which that brings us to our next step, which is calculating how much fat we need to be getting in every day. And what I like to do is anywhere between 20% and 30% of your total calories. So for me, my total calories is 3,100, and I'm going to multiply that times 0.28, which would be 28%. So 28% of my total number of calories will come from fat, which comes out to 868 calories. So go ahead and write that number down, 868 calories. And what you need to do to find your number of fat in grams is divide that by 9. And the reason is 1 gram of fat has 9 calories in it. So I'll take 868 divided by 9, which comes out to about 96 grams of fat per day. Making some rice. That smells really good. Now we need to find out our carbs, which is pretty simple and straightforward now. We just got a little bit more math to do, but it's pretty much done. So the total number of calories from protein, which for myself was 225 times 4, which was 900. You need to add that to the total number of calories from your fat, which for myself would have been 96 grams of fat times 9, which gives me 868. So I need to add those two together. So 1,768. And once you get this number, you need to subtract that from your total number of calories. So for myself, 3,100 minus 1,768, 1,332, and one last step, divided by 4. And the reason we divide that number by 4 is because that's the total number of calories for our carbohydrates, and carbs, just like protein, have 4 calories in them as well. Fats have 9 calories per gram, protein and carbs 4 calories per gram. So for myself, that came out to about 335 grams of carbohydrates per day. That's it. That's how you calculate your macros for a lean bulk or a recomposition. And the only thing you guys have to customize is, according to your goals, is the total number of calories that you're going to be intaking a day. And if you're someone that's already pretty lean, then I recommend, if you're wanting to put on some size, do a lean bulk, then I would recommend adding like 200 to 300 calories on top of your maintenance calories. And if you're someone who is a little bit higher of a body fat percentage, then I would recommend doing more of a recomposition and just using your maintenance calories that we calculated as your total number of calories for the day. And if you are someone who is a little bit overweight and you would like to lose a little bit of weight and lose a little bit of fat while you're building some muscle at the same time, then you would want to be in a slight caloric deficit. So take about 200 to 300 calories off of your maintenance calories when it comes to calculating your macros. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps the videos out and helps the channel out, and I really appreciate it. If you're new here on the channel, make sure to subscribe. And quick thank you to all of my channel sponsors and all of my Patreons as well. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. And that's it. I'll catch you in the next one, and keep getting stronger.